now with a Hollywood star, race car driver, and philanthropist. Is there anything Patrick Dempsey can't do?
I think not. He burst onto the scene in the 80s and films Can't Buy Me Love, then went on to play Dr. McDreamy in Grey's Anatomy.
But Patrick's favorite role, founder of the Dempsey Center. It's a free care center offering counseling, integrative therapies, and support for cancer patients and their families as well.
And Patrick is here to tell us more about this cause this morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
good morning, and thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Well, I love what this center does. So, let's just go back. Your mom, Amanda, she passed away 10 years ago. She had a long battle with ovarian cancer.
That's correct. It was 17 years, over 12 reoccurrences with ovarian cancer. It was a long journey, really tough. The reoccurrences are brutal. As we all know, when you get that, you think you're out of the woods and you're not. So the wraparound care really was inspired by her journey of what could I do? What could, because we do a lot to treat the disease, but we don't treat the human being. We don't heal the person. So that's what was the inspiration behind the center. A lot of acupuncture is very helpful for treatment, and also getting the counseling is very good. And now we're reaching 32 states in 4 countries virtually. Wow. And this was something that was accelerated through COVID because a lot of people couldn't travel. And also because of Maine, the rural community, it's very tough for people to get to treatment. Sometimes they can't afford the fuel or they can't get there. And we now can reach them, and certainly in the winter months. And it's
and their families too.
Family, yeah. We also take care of the caregivers, which is something people forget about. We have a good children's program, nutrition, all of it, through prevention through into survivorship.
Wow. You're a paid spokesperson for the American Cancer Society and Pfizer's Change the Odds initiative. How does your mission at the Dempsey Center, how does it overlap with their missions?
It's like screening, right? So the numbers are staggering. 1 in 3 women in their lifetime will get a diagnosis. 1 in 2 men. So if we can get out in front of this, if we can get our screenings done, there's a great chance of surviving that. And that's what we're we're trying to handle so many different aspects of the cancer care, prevention through survivorship, and that's our connection.
And you're practicing what you preach.
I did. I had my test this week, and I've got my colon test coming up next.
Colonoscopy next week?
Yeah, so my colonoscopy.
Yes.
Looking forward to that.
Good times.
Really
we just had Andrea Bocelli sing Moon River.
Yes. You're such a thinker. While we have
my prostate was this week, and my numbers were good, and I highly recommend doing it.
No, absolutely. We talk about it a lot on the show. We kid, but
but we've all been affected by cancer.
No, absolutely.
Look, my screening is what detected my prostate cancer and saved my life.
Right.
So, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you talk.
Well, so we have a little fun here on the show. You're here before we run out of time. Listen, you're like voted People's Sexiest Man Alive, and people would probably still give it to you if you could continue to give titles away. But here's the thing. You use your platform for good, and I mean that sincerely. So if there's somebody coming up after you, some people kind of shy away from it. But I do think in some ways it's a platform.
It's a tremendous platform. You can't really take it too seriously. I mean, it's so subjective anyway.
I think you can.
It was so funny. When you look at the Can't Buy Me Love, I was the nerdy guy. Now suddenly you get from geek to chic, which was the line, right, or whatever. And I think fame in itself is quite empty unless you do something positive with it. And I think to be of service is the most fulfilling thing there is. And that, to me, is what I love. And the interaction and being able to use that platform to really help people is what you should be doing.
But do your friends and family ever get sick of everybody saying just how you're the sexiest man alive?
Oh, no, they make fun of me. So they keep me grounded, and there's always one. I love the lines well, I was overlooked this year. It should have been me. There you go. And thank God for photoshopping.
I like it. Craig just said that this morning. It's Halloween. We hear that Neve Campbell signed up for Scream 7.
That's correct.
That's kind of awesome. In that universe, you guys are married.
Correct.
Could you be back fighting Ghostface?
Well, I'm waiting on the script. There has been a conversation about it. I haven't seen anything yet, so we'll see what happens. But Neve was actually on the show, which is odd enough. She played my sister on Grey's Anatomy, and then we worked together, oh my God, almost 26, 27 years ago. I think it was 99, 98 we did that.
So you're open to it?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have a job.
Yeah. And say yes to that.
And speaking of people that you used to work with, you're teaming up with Christian Slater.
Yeah, so Christian Slater and I, when I first got to the city, I think it was in 83, 84, he was 15 at the time. And look at that. So we did Mobsters together, and now here we are working some 30 years later, and we are having such a great time. We laugh at how we were at that age. But
just look at
the whole
pictures.
culture on Dexter Original Sin has been a wonderful journey. Great group of people. We're having so much fun, and the crew, the cast, and the scripts are fantastic.
So lucky that you have each other. You know what I mean?
It really is. You know, to have survived this business and have had the ups and the downs, I think we all really appreciate that we're still here and that we're working. And there are so many people after the strike. There's not a lot going on. So to be able to work and to have the platform to do something positive, I'm truly grateful.
That's terrific.
Well, Patrick, we love when you're here. Thank
I
you
love
so
being
much for
here.
coming back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and for more information on the Dempsey Center, just go to today.com.
Good stuff.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.